Today we will speak about the excretory system and we will focus on the physiology of the kidney today. So talking about the excretory system, so the definition for the excretory system is excretion, that is the process by which the unwanted substances and the metabolic wastes are excreted or eliminated from the body. So unwanted substances and metabolic wastes are eliminated from our body. So this is the simple definition for the excretion, that is the excretory system, and the major bulk part of the work is done by the kidney during the excretory process. So first of all, we'll talk about a little bit about the anatomy of the kidney. So talking about the anatomy of the kidney, we can see the first picture over here where we can see a pair of kidney, one over here and one over here. It comprises of a pair of a kidney followed by the ureter, which is here, we can see, and followed by the ureter. Once the formation of the urine is made in the kidney, it passes through the ureter and the urine is entering into the urinary bladder, where there is a temporary storage of urine is possible, and then it is excreted through the urethra. So the four major parts of the excretory system while focusing on the kidney is a pair of kidneys followed by the ureter, which leads to the urinary bladder. From there, the excretion of urine through the urethra. So this is a little bit about the anatomy of the kidney. So we will write about the major parts, that is a pair of kidneys, left and right, followed by the ureter, which is a passage of the urine, and then the urine leads to the urinary bladder, where there is temporary storage of urine is made, and finally the urethra, through which the urine is excreted. So this is about the basic anatomy of the kidney. Now we will focus a little bit on the functions of the kidney, the major functions of the kidney. So talking about the functions of the kidney has a lot of functions to do with our body. First of all, it helps in the homeostasis of our body, and the primary function of the kidney is formation of urine. So the first and foremost, the primary function of the urine is formation of urine, through which a lot of unwanted substances are excreted from our body, like urea, uric acid, etc. So formation of urine is the first and foremost function of the kidney, where the excretion of the waste products like urine, through urine, where urea, uric acid, creatinine, bilirubin, such things are excreted. So urine, uric acid, followed by creatinine and bilirubin. So these are all excreted through urine, and it also helps in maintaining the water balance, electrolyte balance, and the acid base balance. That is, there is the action of reversible mechanisms through which, when our body feels that the amount of the water is decreasing, there is a method to retention of the urine. So in that way it helps in maintaining the water balance. So it also helps in maintenance of water. I'll add all of them together: water, electrolyte balance, and acid base balance. And then it also has hematopoietic function. So how can kidney influence in hematopoietic function? I'll write FUNC for function. This is through the production of the erythropoietin. That is, kidney can involve in producing erythropoietin. What this erythropoietin can do is, it in turn stimulates the process of erythropoiesis. So in this way, the major actor is the erythropoietin, which stimulates the process of erythropoiesis. So this is another major function of the kidney, followed by the endocrine function. That is, kidney produces several amount of hormones which has its own functions. So it also acts as an endocrine organ, that is endocrine function. So what are these hormones which are produced by the kidneys? We saw the above hormone, which is erythropoietin itself. So we write erythropoietin. I write erythro instead of erythropoietin, which is just above. You can see it here. So erythropoietin, followed by thrombopoietin, which helps in protection of the thrombocytes during the blood coagulation processes. So thrombopoietin, followed by 1,25 dihydrocholecalciferol, which deals with vitamin D. It is also called as calcitriol, that is 1,25 dihydroxy cholecalciferol, which is also called as calcitriol, and they also produce prostaglandins. And another function of kidney is in regulation of blood pressure. So it also regulates blood pressure. So you can see how important kidney is. So it has several important functions, including the regulation of the blood pressure. So how does kidney regulate blood pressure? So it regulates blood pressure by regulating the volume of the extracellular fluid. So it maintains the volume of the extracellular fluid, and through the renin-angiotensin mechanism. So by these two mechanisms, it helps in regulation of the blood pressure, and it also helps in maintaining the blood calcium level by activating the so-called 1,25 dihydroxy cholecalciferol. So whenever there is decrease in the level of the blood calcium levels, the calcitriol, it is otherwise called as 1,25 dihydroxy cholecalciferol, which is stimulated by the kidneys. In that way, it also maintains the blood calcium levels. So I can write it over here that it also maintains or regulates blood calcium levels. So these are all several notable functions of the kidney. So following the basic anatomy and some of the functions of the kidney, we will see about nephrons and the method of formation of urine. So what is a nephron? Talking about the nephron. Nephron is the basic functional unit of the kidney. So we write it as the basic functional unit of the kidney is the nephron. So it is the heart and soul of kidney. And there is around 1 to 1.3 millions of nephrons present in the kidneys. Just a little confused on neurons. So it has 1 to 1.3 million nephrons in kidney. It is a bit amazing to see that the amount of the nephrons which is present in the kidney. And now we'll speak about a little bit of the anatomy of the nephron. Speaking about the nephron, we can see the basic picture of the nephron over here. We can see it over here. This is the basic structure of the nephron, and each nephron has two parts followed by the renal corpuscle, which is until here, and the second part is the renal tubule, the remaining part, that is excluding the renal corpuscle. The renal corpuscle consists of the afferent arteriole and the efferent arteriole, that is the glomerulus, comprising of the glomerulus, which has an efferent and the efferent arteriole, and underneath it is the Bowman's capsule. So we are seeing the glomerulus, which is red in color here, which has the arterial blood flow, which we will speak about in a bit, and here is the Bowman's capsule, where the glomerulus is enclosed within. So this is the first part of the nephron, followed by the tubular structure, which is over here. The complete remaining portion of the nephron denotes the tubular portion, that is called as the renal tubercle, and further we will speak in the second part of this video.